Hey, this is Uncle Mark in the mothership, 3-string cigar box guitar. This is a lesson for how to solo over minor blues in the key of D. And so I have posted a couple of tunes. One is Blue and Lonesome, and that's minor blues in D. And also a backing track that I created that's just really a no-frills backing track that you can use to learn to solo and navigate through minor blues in the key of D. So this is maybe like a little primer of what notes to avoid and what notes to hit so you can start soloing over this backing track. So let me just play a little bit of it for you, and then we'll break down kind of what I've done. And so here we go. All right. But what do we got going on? G, D, G. So this is 42, 34, 24. Those are the gauges and they're wound. So at the nut, we're in open G, G sharp A, B flat B, C. And this little area here is going to be important. C sharp and D. D is our chord. D minor is our chord as well. And that's a D and an A and a D, or a D and A and an F. So we've talked before about blues boxes. Blues boxes exist because what happens is, as opposed to just playing all over the place, you're actually shifting your hand from this blues box to this to this. These are the positions we're going to use. So look at where my fingers are. Anything right here in my first finger on that 5th fret will be played by my first finger. Anything in the 6th fret on my bird finger, my ring finger, anything on this fret. I'm going to play here. Then I'm going to shift my whole hand here. So I'm on the first finger, 5th fret, 5th position. I'm going to shift to the 7th position. So I will be playing here. Here. Back to the 5th, I'll be playing here. 7th, I'll be playing here, where my pinky will hit that C as opposed to this C. All right? Right? So that's where I am. And then for the turnaround chords, I'm going to shift up to here on the 10th, and I will be right here in these shapes, right here in this spot. So my shifts are 5th fret shift, 7th fret shift, 10th fret shift. So that's kind of how this is going to work. So I want to show you I'm going to jam with here. Then I'm going to shift my hand to here. Then I'm going to shift my hand to here. Then shift back and then shift back. That's how I want you to think of soloing, is shifting. It's not about just playing a bunch of notes. It's about shifting your hand so that your hand is in the best position to make phrases. So we have a phrase here. So here is our first phrase. And I'm going to start by ramping up to this D by playing this C. And there we are. And I can just sit here with 3 notes, and I do like crossing my fingers this way, so you don't have to. You can... I like crossing my finger that way. That's just how I saw Eric Clapton play once, and I figured that's a great way to play it, like so. And you can just sit there on these three notes, D, C, and A. I can solo this whole song right here at three notes. So now I'm going to shift here because I really like this note, this E, and I'm bending to F, so it's going to sound like that. So I'm not just bending. So let's go through this one more time. I am not just bending this note to bend it. I am actually reaching that note with this one. So practice that. I saw a great Warren Haynes video where he kind of explained how he bend notes. So he's always looking for what the reach is. So this is, I'm reaching for F on the E. So I'm always reaching for that. So when I go, it's like, sounds just like that. So here we go. So it sounds like I'm getting to that note, but I'm doing it off the E. Now, since I'm in this shape, it makes sense to play the C there as opposed to that C. And I'm just wiggling here. Okay, we know that note works because down here it works. Now, I'm doing a little hammer-ons. Okay, that takes a little bit of getting used to. Okay? Takes a little bit of getting used to, and some of you guys may want to crank up your volume. So that you can hear that until you get the technique. Now, I like to get on my third finger here and bend up like so. So that's a neat little technique. And it gets even more cool if you can stretch to here and go. That's a really, really cool technique, but you have to stretch to that note and bend it to that note. So it's kind of tough down here in the lower register, but as you get up higher, it's a really cool technique. But I digress. So we've been here and we've been here. And I talked about this next position. So let me go through this first position here. Then we'll go through that 7th position because we're on first finger on the 7th fret. Then what I'll do is move us up to this 10th position. Okay? So here we go. We'll start at the we'll start here on the 7th, the 5th position. Now I'm moving up to 7. That's a really good effect to keep that bend cranking. going to shift all the way up to the 10th fret here. All right, what am I doing with these bends? So this note, I'm going to bend up to the A, because we know an A is in this song. An A and a G is in this song. So I've already got the G because I'm here on the 12th fret, because I know G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F, F sharp, and G. So I'm going to take this note and bend it to this one. So that's the note I want to hear, and I'm going to bend up to it. Trust me, you're going to break a lot of strings doing this. So be aware, have an extra pile of strings. As you practice this and get better with this technique, you will bust a lot of strings before you finally get the technique and crack this nut. So I'm going to come up to A, then I'm going to come down to G, there's my G, F, and that's a D right there. That D is the same as this one. So I'm just going to play this little part in the 10th position here and show you that real fast. These 4 notes that I'm bending around with, you can play through this entire song. Use a lot of vibrato. These slide offs are just fantastic for this. Slide offs. If you want to study how to play like that, just listen to Gary Moore. Gary Moore does this better than anyone I have ever heard, with these wonderful bends that are just searing bends. So that would be someone to listen to for searing type bends that just are stratospheric. That's just really amazing. Also, the Pink Floyd guitar player, he hits those searing bends in this type of minor blues. So listen to Gilmore, listen to those guys, and have a good time playing this and have fun doing it. And this is a lesson on navigating some minor 1-4-5 blues in D minor. So this is Uncle Mark in the Mothership. Thank you so much for everything you do. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the support. $1 a show is all we ask, and I have a PayPal link here down below. It's paypal.me/Uncle Mark Tips. Truly, thank you so much for everything you do. It's just amazing. See my Facebook page, Cigar BX Blue, and again, thank you so much. And we're coming back at you real soon, hot and heavy.